Welcome back to another episode of SmutFairy. We are your fairy smut mothers. I'm Elle.
And I am Kato.
And today we are bringing you baby's first dark romance.
We finally did it.
We are jumping in the deep end. How are we feeling about it?
Really great, actually. As we all know, I like the cooked ones, so this is right up my alley.
Oh, you had a great time. I did disassociate for this whole book, but I actually had a great time.
I just want to go from the very top of this episode. I am so proud of Eleanor because when we first started this podcast, 16 months ago, you simply would never, ever
I wouldn't have
read
touched this book with a fucking barge pole.
Yeah, no, absolutely no chance. I had to be so careful about which books I suggested because it was will this traumatize Elle forever? And now you're the one suggesting me fucking
the trigger list on this is absolutely, it's like a page and a half. So, that's on growth. Thank you for
That's on growth.
Being here on this journey.
Yeah, look, it's been a journey and it will continue to be a journey.
And it will.
And
it's very exciting. So today we are covering Lights Out by Navessa Allen. And this book was actually pushed to me on Audible as a suggested read. And I'd seen a few snippets on Reels and all over my Instagram and stuff of snippets and quotes and people just losing their minds over it. I was like, let's have a look at this. Because
once you see some of the content and everyone's like, this is insane, you're like, I am at least a little bit interested.
Yeah. Because when I first looked it up, I was like, oh, don't know if that's for me. It's just not what I'm into.
Yeah, I got halfway through it and I was like, how are you reading this?
Yeah, seriously. And then you read the other half and you're like, still? Are you sure?
Yeah, I was like, and you're still with me?
Yeah, crazy. So this book was literally such a wild ride. I'm still in shock, nearly 2 weeks after I finished reading it.
Yeah.
Or listening to it, I should say. I was explaining the plot of this book to a friend that was staying with me for a few days, and I'd give her an update every other day on what had been happening in the book. And she's just like, how is it so batshit insane? How do things still keep happening?
Yeah, literally I kept, as I was listening to it, I was cleaning out my wardrobe. So I just kept walking out and being to my housemate and being like, this just happened, and explain it to her, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing in there? I'm just cleaning out my wardrobe.
Okay in there?
Yeah, we're thriving actually.
Yeah, it was really funny. So as a fun tidbit, this book actually comes with a playlist, which you can find on Navessa Allen's website. And it's also on I think it's listed in the audiobook. I can't remember. But I listened to it when I was writing the synopsis and it really suits the book. It's kind of a banger playlist.
Okay, nice. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, it was fun. So we both listened to this on Audible, not sponsored, but it had dual narration, which I think is going to be, going forward, my favorite way to consume a book.
I agree. It's a great way to consume a book, especially with dual POV, but wow, audiobook is fucking heinous to run a podcast off.
So sneak peek into my life.
We can't do pod books.
Writing this synopsis, audio. I had to listen to it on 3 times speed to make sure I didn't miss any key events, and so it just sounded like. And I was understanding it because I've spent enough time in lectures on 2 times speed. But I'm going to refrain from picking Audible only books in the future.
Yeah, I have to say the voice actors, narrators that did this one, banger. Yeah, really good.
Smashed it out of the park.
Smashed it out of the park. The Audible ones are famously pretty good.
Don't think I could have finished this book if I was reading it paperback.
I think I absolutely could have because I am me, but I definitely think I would not have. It was definitely not going to be the same experience.
Absolutely. But it was fun.
For example, I would not have had certain things read to me with a modulated voice. which I'm
No,
sure we'll get into.
we will get into it. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So speaking of getting into it, let's go through the tags and triggers. I have copied these directly from Navessa Allen's website. I'm just gonna
I looked
list
at
them off.
this. I looked at this list and I was like, God, that feels a bit too long. And then I read through it all and I was like, no, they're all in there and also could be triggering for some people.
Yeah, and there's also some more that kind of aren't really listed. All right, so I'm just going to reel them off. So first we have sexually explicit discussion and scenes in brackets, including
Sorry,
anal play.
do you reckon?
You fucking think?
Think about the podcast you're on. Of course you fucking do.
I just copied this list. This is the whole list, just in
I'm not going to do
case.
this for everyone. We'll be here all
Yeah,
day. Keep going.
we're already 6 minutes in. All right, we have alcohol consumption. We have mentions of off-page rape. We have mentions of past domestic abuse. We have memories of experienced child abuse. We have medical content with blood and gore in a hospital setting and also outside of a hospital setting. We have
Yes, correct.
mentions of serial killers and their crimes. We have limited descriptions of a mass shooting. We have stalking, invasions of privacy, hidden cameras, hacking, theft, mentions of unintentional cannibalism, in brackets, remembered, death, desecration of a body, car accident, remembered, description of a violent death, remembered, death of a parent, breath play, knife play, gun play, fear play, primal play, and mask play.
But I think the most important one that we're going to that for the theme of this whole book is the mask play at the end.
Yeah, that's the big
That's
ticket item.
that's the that's the big finale of the tags and triggers.
There's also one that's not on here, but I would like to include it for the sake of everyone's mental health. It's that there's an intended rape and murder scene. It doesn't eventuate, but it scared the shit out of me.
Okay. Yeah, wow.
Mm.
I slept like a baby after listening to this. What does
Oh,
that say
must be
about me?
nice. Must be nice.
Yeah, I think that just means I'm a little bit cooked, but that's okay.
I think it just means me with a very active imagination should not be listening to audio content when I already
But
have
also,
like
like, that's just like the experience of the girly pops is that content about potentially being raped and murdered is like, it's front of mind.
that's front and fucking center.
It's never, the chance is never zero.
Exactly. Exactly. So that was
Exactly.
scary. Anyway,
Scary.
it's spoiler, it does not happen, which yippee.
Yeah, which I think is how you manage to finish this book is that it does not happen.
Yes, I agree with you. But
Yes. Oh my God. I'm only just scrolling through. Excellent
it's
plot summary. Wow.
only 3.5 pages, which I think I crushed it.
You have crushed it, especially because we did have a discussion of like, we should probably yada yada a bit of it because I actually want people to go and listen to this if they can handle it.
Yeah, it's actually
There's a lot that doesn't need to be mentioned, but it does. Like,
does
it's
add
a
to the
great read.
vibes. Yeah,
Start
it's
to finish, great
actually
read.
hilarious. Just up the
It's
top.
really funny.
Shouldn't be this funny. It's hilarious. I was cackling.
Yeah, I like laughed out loud so many times.
Yeah. I had a great time.
And not just because I got like real cringe from some of the ways they read things out, but like because it was genuinely funny.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's get into the plot. So the female male character of this book is named Allie. She is a trauma nurse at the hospital, which is severely understaffed, and she does regular back-to-back 12-hour shifts. She's dedicated her whole life to her career. She lives alone with her found/adopted tuxedo cat named Fred, and has no time
Icon.
for social activities of sort of any genre. She's booked, she's busy.
She's a working girl.
Yeah, she is. So her main form of relaxation crutches on watching thirst traps of masked men, which, iconic. Her favorite account is called The Masked Man. Original, I
The
know.
Faceless Man?
Or The Faceless Man. See, audible
I think it's
brain.
The Faceless Man.
Yeah. Still, he's got a mask on. He doesn't have a face. is a man.
Mm-hmm.
But he
Mm-hmm.
posts on a regular schedule. It's like every Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday, or something like that. And this
Yep.
man posts thirst traps of his ripped body with like blood, fake blood, theoretically. It's never actually confirmed, but
You'd
I
hope.
really,
You'd hope.
you'd hope. Knives, guns, sexual
He's covered
positions,
in
blah, blah, blah.
tattoos.
Man's hot.
Yeah.
And there's a cult following after him. Like the women love him, and he never replies to a single comment or DM or anything.
He doesn't follow anyone. He just posts and
Mm-mm.
vanishes.
Yeah, yeah. So, Ali is just obsessed with him, and she's like, I need this man to break into my house, and I need him to fuck me. So, off the bat, we know she's a little insane.
Girl.
Just a smidge out of, what happened
Yeah,
to
I can't say
Hello?
I've ever fantasized about just a giant man with a knife breaking into my house, but like you do you. And yeah, exactly. What did happen to Hello?
Like, let's start there, shall we? All right. So she gets to the point where she's like, I need to hook up with someone. And she has this guy that she's been hooking up with, but actually has kind of ghosted him for 2 months because she's just been so busy at work. And she's like, I'm going to message Tyler, this guy. She sends a screenshot of the Faceless Man's account to Tyler and goes, are you into this? Because I'm into this and I want you to fuck me. And he
Mm-hmm.
replies the next day, and Tyler's like, sorry, not my scene, and I'm seeing someone. See ya. But Tyler lives with a roommate, and Tyler goes and shows this guy the text he gets from Ali because he's like, look at this batshit insane text I got. And this roommate freaks out internally, on the outside, stone cold, no emotions. Because, dun dun dun, it's the roommate's account.
He's the faceless man.
I love a plot
His
device.
brain, when he saw the screenshot and saw that it was from his video, was, I imagine, like that scene in SpongeBob where in SpongeBob's brain all the little SpongeBobs are like burning everything and like
Yeah.
running around with all their like
Destroy the
memory
evidence.
files.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Literally panicking. Panic.
This man was freaked to the point where he was like, oh, sorry, I just accidentally deleted the photo.
He's like, damn, my thumb slipped.
But also, this roommate must be dumb as shit because the roommate who has the account is covered in very distinctive tattoos, and so is this account on the internet. It doesn't take much to put two and two together.
And I feel like he just has to be like a really not observant person, because sure, if you just got a quick glance at someone, I feel like if you lived with someone and you'd known them your whole life and you have seen all their tattoos, you'd be able to spot them in like an instant.
Yes, even if they're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is our introduction to Josh, our male main character. So, some background on him. His father was a serial killer.
We learned that so fast.
So quickly. And has subjected Josh to all kinds of awful things growing up. I'm going to save the backstory. You can go and listen to it. But basically, Josh became a hacker to ensure that he and his mum could stay safe from his father. And now he has an insanely cushy tech job and lives a really reclusive life. He's terrified that something is going to make him snap and that he will eventually turn out to be just like his father.
He also is like a recluse because he looks exactly like his dad, and therefore the media, because he was like a famous serial killer, just like
He's called
stalks him.
the Ken doll killer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
basically
so he
serial
just like
killed a
is
bunch
constantly
of
getting.
women, and there was a true crime podcast episode about him that has just been published.
There
So
was
he's
like the equivalent of a Netflix doc. Yeah.
back in the cycle.
Yeah. And he's like, please leave me alone.
I'm scared.
Frightened.
So because of this, Josh doesn't really get out much. So naturally, when he finds out that Ali has a mask kink. He's like, I have to make this work. I've already vetted her. Like, fuck yeah, let's go.
He already was like, she's really hot. They ran into each other like one time. And he's
Mm,
like, wow, damn, into
hot.
that.
Yeah.
But seeing Tyler. And then he's like, not only does she have a mask kink, she has a me mask kink.
Yeah, this is actually best case scenario for him.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, he'd be dumb not to shoot his shot.
Exactly. So he does this in the only way a stalker knows how. Absolutely filters all of his comments to find Ali. Then spends hours doing
Fucking
recon
crazy.
work.
Fucking crazy.
He already had her address because of the situation with his father. Anytime Tyler brings someone over, Josh vets them for like, are they into true crime? Where do they live? Will they be weird? Blah blah blah. Um, so what he does is goes to her house while she's at work, causes a block wide power outage to go and unscrew the lights at the back, pick the lock, use magnets to undo the deadbolt, lock everything back up once he's inside, and film thirst traps from her bedroom.
He's like a fucking cat burglar. Like, he's
Yeah.
also redlining anxiety this whole time. He's like, I'm going to get so arrested.
He's like, I'm going to rot in jail for the rest of my life, and I'll
Yeah.
have to look at Ali through plexiglass. Like,
She doesn't know who you are, bro. You're not going to
he's
be looking at her regardless.
stressing. Um, and he posts this video, and Ali looks at it while she's at work on her break, and she's like, huh, weird. I had that comforter. Like, let's go.
Like 20s.
Woohoo, cute. Because apparently the account only films in 3 locations, like the bed, the couch, and the window. And this is
It's
like
like 3 angles in his room, basically.
brand new location.
Yeah, location reveal.
So later that night, she comes home and she realizes that someone's been in her house because Fred the cat is like all up in her business. And Fred the cat hates everybody except for Josh
Mm-hmm.
and Ali. Even though he
This
was
is important.
even though he was a stranger and broke into her house, this cat was like, yeah, you're cool.
Fred's like, I'm down.
You're hot. I get it.
You know what? It's me. I'm Fred.
Yeah. Mad respect. So the cat like nuzzles up to her and she's like, you're so needy. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she realizes that something's been left on her bed that she didn't put there. And what she does, which fair and respectable, is get a gun out of her bottom drawer and case the whole house and be like, who's in my house?
Mm-hmm.
Sweeps the whole thing, realizes that she is alone, and she's like, how did someone get into my house? I have a deadbolt. While she is doing this, we find out that Josh has actually left a hidden camera in her room in
Mm-hmm.
the form of her phone charger.
I don't know if you mentioned, but the thing that's left on her bed
I'm getting there.
is his mask.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
is that? Yep.
So, as we just said, what is actually left on her bed after she's swept the house is his mask. And he has this super ornate, specially made mask. So it's very identifiable. And she can't decide whether to be freaked out or disappointed that he's not actually there.
Yeah. I think freaked out is probably the correct response, but I get it.
Yeah, well, she didn't really take that option. What she did was, after figuring out that no one was in her house and she was actually safe, she like barricades herself and puts like a door under the chair and puts Fred in her bathroom or whatever. She messages him on Instagram and goes,
Slides on in.
what are the chances that you have been in my house and also filmed a video? Question mark. And he's like, what if I have?
Yeah, he's like, don't give anything away.
Play it cool, play it
Because
cool,
that
play it cool.
is a crime.
This would not hold up in a court of law.
Because I'm a criminal.
Breaking and entering.
Full B&E.
So what he does is actually send her another video, like outtakes of a video that he'd filmed in her bedroom, where it's actually a bit more sexual than what is permitted on Instagram. And what Ali does is,
Hot.
yeah,
Hot.
is take her biggest vibrator and just start fucking herself with it.
What do we think her biggest vibrator is? What kind of vibrator do we think she uses?
Well, from the description, I was gathering that it was some kind of rabbit-esque situation.
Mm. And I think it's definitely like she's gone for like the big dick size vibrator.
Yeah, I think somewhere in the book it said that it was modeled on some famous porn star stick as well.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could just get those. I suppose that makes sense. That's
I'm sure
upsetting
there's a
to think
market
about.
for it, actually.
Oh, there almost definitely is. And guess what you're getting for your birthday?
Yeah, that's funny.
Imagine having to explain that to your parents.
Postal boxes exist for a reason.
I'll send a masked man to deliver it.
I would probably punch them in the face. I'm gonna be so real with
Yeah,
you.
you'd
I would be terrible.
probably murder that person.
I wouldn't open the door. I'd be like, "Can I help you?
Yeah, no. Grim.
Excuse me." Anyway, so Josh has decided that he will not watch her sleep. He will not watch her change, and now has to add very quickly add the third category: not watch her fucking stuff. So he
The
cuts
way
the video.
he's like, there's boundaries, and those boundaries are that I will put surveillance in your room, but I won't watch you get naked.
I'll watch you the rest of the time.
But I'll watch right up until just before that.
Exactly. So, they have a little back and forth on Instagram, and the next morning, she is Googling like how to find someone from their Instagram account, and he's obviously hacked into her computers and is watching. And
He can see all her searches.
and he's having the time of his fucking life, and he can see her through the camera and listen to what she's saying. And then she's like, "Can someone see me through my camera?" And she Googles this and decides to turn it off. But Josh texts her, "Don't." And she's like, "Can you hear me, you
Fuck
motherfucker?"
yeah.
Anyway, while this is happening, she turns off her camera, but she leaves a microphone on. And Josh sends an entire florist shop's worth of flowers to her house as a bit of an apology for breaking into her house.
Okay, but he's not sorry.
He's not sorry about it, but he's like, a normal person would say sorry.
Neither of them are normal, but carry on.
Exactly. Yeah, they match each other's freak in every sense of the word here. Anyway, she is like, "What am I going to do with an entire house worth of flowers? I live alone. So can you take them to the hospital where she works? Just give them to the other patients or whatever." And the delivery people are like, "Yeah, it'll cost you an extra $50."
I would also do that if I was a delivery person.
It's 5 minutes down the road, but I get it. Maybe not $50, but it's a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm.
She calls Tyler because she remembers that Tyler has a tech-savvy roommate who just happens to be Josh, but, haven't put two and two together yet. Josh starts freaking out. He's like, "Oh my God, I can't say yes because she's going to know it's me. And I can't say no because then I'll look like an asshole and I have to explain myself and blah, 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 blah."
Once again, panic.
Panic.
Panicking.
This man, I've never met a man with more anxiety than this kid.
Yeah, no, fully SpongeBob in the burning file room.
Yeah, man is running on just fumes of cortisol.
Yep.
So after this phone call, Ali gets another delivery, And Josh has ordered her reinforced locks, a home security system, the like titanium steel pillar things to put under your door handle that are way more safe than a table and chair leg thing, and a camera detection kit. And she's like, "Why the fuck do you get off on making this harder? Like, why have you done this?" And she's like, "Well, thanks for buying me at least like the locks. I was going to buy them for myself anyway, but
Yeah,
what
he's
is
like,
this?"
here's all the gaps in your home security that I'm acutely aware of because I just bypassed all of your home security to break in.
Because the whole time he's doing it, he's like, "It would be so easy for someone who had bad intentions to break into Ali's house and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Well, yeah,
Bruh.
babes, I think you might be that person."
The call's coming from inside the house.
Inside the house. Inside the house. You were entering the house. Inside the house.
Yeah, the call is coming from literally inside the house. The broken into house the call is coming from.
The phone's ringing out. You're not picking it up.
Yeah.
All right. So, using the camera detection kit, she finds this hidden camera and she is mortified. Not so much that it's there, but that she might have been filmed fucking herself. She's really freaking out about
I'd
that.
be horrified.
Mortified.
Like, I actually don't know that I would recover from that.
It might be the end for me.
Which goes to show I probably don't have a surveillance kink, but anyway.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So Josh didn't and tells her as much, and she's like, "I don't know if I believe you." And he's like, "No, I didn't."
I also wouldn't believe.
Because some stalkers have morals, I promise.
Yep.
She's like, "I don't know about that." Anyway, to apologize, Josh gives Ali some space, letting her feel her emotions. And what he does, which is insane, is post a thirst trap that's kind of got this sad music with the caption of "When she's mad at you." When she's mad at you.
When she's mad at you.
When she's mad at you.
What a fucking soy boy. That's such a soft boy move.
Yeah. And everyone in the comments section is going crazy. They're like, "Oh my God, he's
because
booed
these are
up.
all women.
Who has upset this man? Like, you deserve to like die a death by fire." Like, and I was like,
We're
"Oh
like,
my,
who is she?
we'll find her. We ride at dawn."
Who is she?
All right. So what Ali comments is when she has the right to be mad at you. And what he does is like the comment, pins it, and also follows her back. And this is the only person that he follows ever. So naturally,
yeah, and he's never ever liked a comment ever.
She gains like 10,000 followers in about 20 seconds.
Yeah, no, they were all like, there she is.
Is this her?
We've found her.
Where does she live? So while this is happening, Josh is actually watching Ali through the surveillance cameras at work.
Totally normal.
Totally cool and chill. And he messages her on Instagram at the same time to be like, "If you want me to stop, say stop." And she goes to type out the words stop, but there's like an emergency code. I don't know what color it is. It's like all hands on deck. Big emergencies happened. She has to just like throw her phone in her locker and be like, "I'm working." There has been a mass shooting at a nightclub.
That's heinous.
It's diabolical. Really bad. And Ali's already been working for like 9 hours. She does an extra 20 hours on top of this.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
God bless nurses.
They do the most. Love you.
Yeah.
So she's been at work for 40 hours, which is just bad. It's not good.
Yeah.
But they're so understaffed.
Crazy.
And it was such a big emergency that all these other people were like called in middle of the night that like, We got to keep him alive.
Mm-hmm.
So she has decided that she's going to take an Uber home, but because she's not, present in her body anymore, and is like, oh, I'm just going to grab a few things from my car and then I'll catch an Uber home. When she walks to her car in the company parking lot, the car is on because it's snowing outside. It's cold. She's wrapped up in her jacket. There's snow on the ground. Her car is on, and she's like, it's just not possible for that car to have been on for 40 hours and no one have come to tell me. What?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? And she's like super, super delirious, but she walks around the front of the car and can see the faceless man in the driver's seat. And she's like, but also,
I would
ooh,
shit my pants.
shit a brick. Yeah.
I would, guts drop through asshole kind of shit.
I don't know if I'd recover, actually, from that.
I would be so scared.
I would have collapsed on the floor, seriously.
Full diary of a wimpy kid.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
And so, obviously, Josh doesn't want to give his voice away, so he texts Ali while he's in the driver's seat to be like, get in, the heater's on. And he's also like, get your gun out of the front seat, you can point it at me, basically. You can hold me at gunpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets in the car because she's like freezing to death and also needs to go home so desperately.
Yeah.
And they sit down and he like leans back and puts his arm around the back seat to get something from the back. And she's like, is that a bomb? And he's like, it's okay. It's actually a little lunch bag with some snacks in it, including a homemade trail mix.
No, I don't want to.
He has
Shut
made.
the fuck up.
He made
Shut the fuck up.
a homemade trail mix.
He's like, I can only text you and I'm wearing a death mask and I broke into your car, but here's some homemade trail mix.
Enjoy!
He's got Chuckies in it.
Also some fruits.
Like what? And also, no man has ever made me homemade trail mix. I just want that on the record.
It is now the new standard.
Yeah, make me trail mix.
Yeah. That's how you
unasked, like without me asking, bring me snacks and make me trail mix.
Unprompted.
Yeah.
So, she's like, I'm not eating this. You could have poisoned it. And he's like, give me some, and like shoves it under his mask and eats them. And she begrudgingly is like, okay, I will die if I don't eat. I'm going to eat this.
Yeah.
So he puts her address in the Google Maps, so she feels comfy with him driving. Blah blah blah. When they're driving home, two men in another truck actually start catcalling Ali while they're stopped at a set of traffic lights, and Josh nearly kills these two.
Doesn't he just like fully turn to them with the mask on?
Yeah, and gets a big like sharp knife and just goes like, "Hi,"
because he's got his hood up as well. So it's just like he turns
spooky.
The hood. There's just a mask in there, like a fucking skull mask, and he's holding a huge knife. Like,
and these two guys run a red light because they're so fucking scared.
Yeah, as they should.
As they should be. He then gives Ali the knife to be like, here you go, feel better. And she's like, oh my God, it's actually a sharp knife. I was not expecting this to be real.
She's like, the knife from the faceless man? Is this the knife?
Am I about to be famous?
Oh my God, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of this
Can
knife.
I get this signed?
Can you carve your initials into my tits with it?
She'd be into that. And you know that.
Would.
Okay, so she is so insanely horny because she's like, this is like the man of my dreams. I've been lusting over him forever. While he's
the
driving,
man of my dreams just handed me his own butcher's knife.
I need to thank him. She's like, can I get your dick out?
The way she's like, now or never.
Yeah, she's like, seriously, just like, not even in the car when we get home, like while we're driving, let me do something.
She's like, right this second.
And he's like, and she's like, I'll do it for you. And he's like, fucking go, I guess.
You're not going to hear him complaining.
No. Proceeds to give him the best head of his life, naturally.
Yeah, fully just blows him in the car.
And she's like, it's not even a good angle for me, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and this is bad. Like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever had.
He's like, "You're touching me."
And he's like,
It's
don't
like
come,
that.
don't come, don't come.
She's like, "This is no good," and he's like on Fleabag when he walks past, and she's like, "Oh, arm touch."
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's exactly right. And he's like, I need to last. Like, oh my God. But she's touching me. While she's doing that, and he comes, she accidentally slices him with the knife that she's been holding to
Obviously,
him to the
no
point
one's concentrating on the knife at this point, and it's an
I forgot the
issue.
knife existed. She had to stitch him up at home.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm not going to hospital." She's like, "Okay, well, you're bleeding everywhere."
I'm actually not allowed to give you stitches, but I'll do it. But you have to sign something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she is so horny that she's like, will you stay? I want to fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you, bed. And like, he's not speaking at this point. He's still texting, but points at her and does a little side like, you need to go to bed. You off to bed now.
Yep. Bedtime.
Bed, Betty buys, good night.
Nice.
And the next night, so she sleeps like kind of through the day. She wakes up to the sound of someone shutting her door. And she's like, oh, that's weird. Wonder what that would be, blah, blah, blah. Opens her fridge. Someone's put her favorite pancakes from her favorite restaurant in her fridge because she has no food.
Yeah.
And someone else, the same person, has shoveled all the snow from her driveway.
Yeah, wow, I wonder who did that.
Crazy. And she goes out the front and she's like, she's talking to her neighbors and they're like, oh, such a gorgeous young man you have there, blah, 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 because they're like an old couple. And she's like, yeah. And she has to hold
The
back
way
the
I'd
question
be
of
like, what does he
what
look like? I
does
wouldn't
he
even care
look
if it was
like?
suspicious.
I mean, you could totally play it off super easy and just be like, I'm seeing two people at the same time. Which one was it?
Saucy.
Eh.
Uh, uh.
But seriously, she didn't ask them. And he's like, yeah, I knew you wouldn't.
The way he's like seriously hitting those acts of service,
It's incredible.
it's insane.
I was like, oh, it's so nice to be cared for, isn't it?
I do get a pang at that one. I was like, God damn it, this fucking psycho in a mask is doing it for me.
Yeah, real. So Allie goes over to Josh and Tyler's apartment to meet with Josh to get some help on figuring out who this faceless man is. And Tyler's not there, but Josh comes up with this plan about how to hide his tattoos and to make sure that she doesn't come into his bedroom so she doesn't see the filming locations and like blah, 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 blah.
He's like the fucking CIA with it.
Seriously, he's like, I've made a plan in my notes. I'm so organized.
He's like, I have to wear gloves and long sleeves to cover my tattoos, so I need the apartment to be cold, but I also need to set it so that it's not so cold that she's cold.
Yeah.
What?
And he wears a jumper from Tyler just in case she plucks some hair from the back of it to do a DNA test, which she does.
Yep.
But I was like, oh my God. Anyway, Ali asked Josh to find this social media account and he comes up with this like fake hackerman code that like looks super impressive but is actually just doing nothing. And Ali tries to catch Josh out by texting the masked man at the same time. And Josh doesn't have
She
his
was
phone.
suspicious.
She had a hunch, as they say in the biz.
She was like, well, it was kind of like, she's watched that man's body how many times? It's like, you can kind of tell how people move.
And he was already on her list of suspects because it needed to be someone that she'd probably met before because how else would they be so, like, know her address and all this kind of stuff. And there's not that many people that are that hot.
Yeah, no, he's like fully a giant and like jacked.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and she tries to catch him off guard by like texting and seeing if his phone pings or whatever. But he's set his account up on another phone with a AI bot that he's made to auto reply to her for a while. And I was like, "Are you fucking for real?" It was a
Really
lot.
funny.
Anyway, they have a really odd game of Would You Rather, which comes with very fucked up variables. And she heads back to work, and Josh watches her through the cameras at work and at home when she's there.
He's out here looking.
He's observing.
Yeah,
It was
he's
a
surveilling.
super, super rough day again for Ali, dealing with all the fallout from the mass shooting. She pulled home, like drives home, kind of expects the faceless man to be in her bedroom again. And
Or is
when,
like wishfully thinking.
yeah, and when he's not there, she's like, oh, guess I'll have to do this myself. So what she does is she plugs the remote camera back into the PowerPoint. And this obviously he has so many alarms on like, oh my God, it's been plugged in. Oh my God, it's live, blah, blah, blah. He's freaking out. And he messages being like, what are you doing? And she's like, come and find out. And so
The way
she's,
he sprints.
this man, I bet
Like,
would have got like 20 speeding tickets.
mm-hmm.
She starts getting her vibrator out and like doing all the things. She spreads her legs for the camera and starts obviously to fuck
Okay,
herself.
girl.
Slay.
Girl. Yes, diva.
Josh nearly kicks down the fucking door.
Yeah, let's go, girls. As
Seriously.
Shania Twain once said.
He didn't actually. He actually just gave himself a key. He made himself a copy of the front door key when he broke in the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Says hi to Fred, and there's like, Mummy and Daddy need to have alone time now. Bye-bye.
And she can hear him saying all of this.
And she's like, yes, yes,
He's here.
let's fucking go.
Yep.
All right. Josh edges Ali to an inch of her fucking life.
Yeah, no, it's like borderline torture.
Yeah, yeah. And also, in a SmutFairy first, fucks her titties.
Yeah, I can't believe it's taken this long.
For a titty fuck. Hate the name. Can we think of a
Oh,
better
we
one?
need. I know, and I just can't think of one.
No, but I hate the name like severely.
I hate the name. Anyone with suggestions for an alternative name to titty
Let
fuck,
us
please
know,
get in
please,
touch.
please.
I think maybe we should just come up with a list after
Yeah,
this episode and like put it
as
on
a
the
poll.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah, like what are we calling it from now on?
exactly. Because this behavior cannot continue.
It's like a man came up with that.
Exactly, and no one has fixed it. Not on my watch.
Yeah, no, we'll be fixing that. Thank you.
So after the relentless edging, Josh helps her into the shower and he goes to cook breakfast. And while he's doing this, he's actually got his little video camera surveillance on his phone propped up on the stove while he's cooking eggs.
Yeah, no, that's fully normal.
And he watches Ali put a tracking device in his bag. And he's like,
shifty.
this man is fucking elated. He is ecstatic about it.
Yep.
Because he's like, yes, she's into it.
She's playing the game.
Playing the beautiful game?
He's literally like, do you play the beautiful game, bro?
Brothers?
Brother? You know, bruh.
When my eyes are closed, I see you for what you truly are. Which is ugly. Anyway, back on track. On the way home, so he cooks our breakfast, and this is a side note. We find out later that he's vegan because of some really fucked up stuff that I don't. Basically, his dad was a serial killer, and like minced the human meat and made it into hamburgers for the whole street party.
Yeah, to dispose of the body. I'd be vegan too.
Icky. But that just goes to show how much he likes Ali is he's cooking her eggs and bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that really, freaky freaky.
Poorly, very poorly,
Oh, he's
but
not good at it. But, yucky. Okay, anyway, on the way home, he takes a route that spells LOL, and she's tracking him, and she's like, "You're fucking joking." And then,
she
like,
was like, "Don't
throws it,
turn left, don't turn left, don't turn left."
fucky turn left. So this pisses Ali off to the point where she pulls a favor with a friend who's a lab tech to get a DNA test done on the bloody bandages and the hair that she pulled off Josh's sweatshirt. And Ali says to Josh that she needs a few days to get over being pissed off about this.
He completely forgot about the bloody bandages.
He
What a
was like,
slip from him.
oh no.
He was fully like, she's not going to get any hair from me. I'm going to wear Tyler's jumper. I'm fucking covered.
And
And
when
then
he
she's
broke
like,
into her
remember how I
house,
wiped up your literal blood?
I put it in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
When he broke into her house the first time, he was like, I'm covered head to toe, so there's no chance of epithelial droppings. And I was like, that's famously really not how it works, but like, okay. So Ali she's back at work. She's had an awful shift. The TLDR of it is that there is a rapist who got caught in the act a few days ago. Super rich. Lawyers just got him out without even processing him. And he actually got bashed by the last person he assaulted's family. Win for
Her
the family.
brother?
Yeah. And all the nurses refuse to treat this guy because they're like, he's a rapist.
Yeah, they're like, actually, no, thank you.
And Ali's like, well, I'd rather get him out so we can be bashed again.
Yeah, otherwise he's just going to sit here and bother us.
And he is the sleaziest, slimiest, most disgusting, devious man in the world.
Oh, he's awful. So awful.
And he's like trying to get all this information out of Ali, and she has to use like a special name that they only give to creeps. And he keeps like baiting her and tries to touch her and all this kind of stuff, to the point where she flares up and he's like, blah, 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 fuck you, blah, 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 you're an awful person, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, help! She's assaulting me!
I hate him.
And the security guard comes in and goes, not this again. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we've done this.
Yeah, we're not doing it again. But what happens is the security guard goes, are you okay, Ali? And gives her real name that she has not told him before. And she's like, ooh, not good. Really complicates things, actually.
Okay.
So the whole time this has been happening, Josh has been watching on the cameras and actually rings the nurse's desk when he sees Ali walking in to be like, don't do it. He's bad.
Mm-hmm. He's been doing his research on this guy.
Yeah, because this guy has only been caught for a few things. Like, there's actually nothing on his record, but it looks like he has killed and raped hundreds of people.
He's definitely got so many victims that he just never got charged with.
Yeah,
he rich.
Yeah, they're like the richest family in the city or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's in the morning. Ali goes the rest of her day. In the afternoon, there's a really, 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 really awful car accident. And the lady who passed away was a lady who was about her mum's age. And we learn that when Ali's mum was teaching her how to drive, there was an accident and her mum got killed in the collision. And Ali completely blames herself for the death. It's really, really bad. Ali obviously heads home in an Uber and Josh heads over and he's wearing a balaclava and he's actually stitched a voice modulator inside to be like...
It was like, the mask is too sweaty.
and I'll be wearing it for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna be busy.
We'll use balaclava.
Yeah.
Um, he's copied your keys, just walks into the house, and she's in the shower, and he's like, I'll make her something soothing. I don't know if she'll like tea or if she'll like wine. I'll bring both. So he takes like the cup of like steaming, boiling tea and a glass of wine, walks
Mm-hmm.
into the bathroom. She doesn't hear anything. And she like throws a hairbrush at him, and this scares the shit out of him. He spills the tea all over his hand.
Absolutely, she should.
Yeah. And he's like, ow! And she's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
She's like,
Anyway,
Warner girl.
they go and like tend to his burnt hand. And she, like, they end up like cuddling on the couch because she's really, really upset. And she tells Josh everything about how much guilt she's been holding on to and how she thinks that now she has to give her life to others to like repay the debt and blah, 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 blah. Really,
Keep
really.
in mind, she's just telling all of this to the faceless man.
Yeah. But she has figured out that it is Josh at this point. She's like, I know. I looked at him and I know.
She's pretty confident.
Yeah. And Josh gives Ali some refreshing perspectives to help alleviate her guilt, and then gives her exactly what she needs. Josh carries Ali into the room, and they like decide that they want to have sex. And she's like, I don't want you to hold back. I want you to be dark. I want you to be you.
Yeah, be fucking crazy.
And so he puts her on the bed, goes out, gets his bag, gets a knife, and like holds it up. And she's like, oh my God, he's going to kill me.
Freak off a leash.
Yeah.
He's off the leash.
He's off. And so what he does is he takes this knife, stabs it into the corner of the mattress.
I was like, oh, when I was listening.
And
I was like, oh, clutching my pearls.
She's like, no, my mattress. I paid so much money for that. And he's like, don't worry, baby. I've ordered you a new mattress because this bed is too small for me.
Yeah, from the second he stabbed the knife into the mattress, I knew exactly where this was going.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so did she.
Yeah,
and
good.
So she's looking at this knife that's now stabbed into her mattress. And she's like, oh my God, like, I don't want to hurt myself. Like, what if there's like bacteria on it? What if he actually just grabs a packet of like antiseptic wet wipes and wipes it down?
From his fucking kit. Like,
because he's like, if you ever think I would let anything happen to that perfect pussy, you are so wrong. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Of course, naturally.
Of course.
And so this also, not only has he, stabbed the bed and is like, this is what you'll be doing. He ties her hands, like handcuffs her and blindfolds her.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Why don't we just go all in immediately?
Why don't we just go balls to the fucking wall and say yes to everything?
Full freak. 100% freak.
Ali actually loves this.
Yeah, no, she's really into it.
And he eats her out without warning, slay, and puts 2 fingers inside her, and she's like, oh my God. And yeah. Ooh, hated that. Just for audio reference, Caitlin just like wiggled 2 fingers in an upward motion.
That's what we did the whole Nosferatu movie.
So
with his big long prosthetic fingers.
Surely this is smart about him.
Oh God, yeah.
So he starts pushing her hips down to be like, time to sit on the knife.
It's time to ride the knife.
It's time to ride the knife. And he like guides her down, sits on it, and she starts like moving and riding, and he's rubbing her clit and also sucking on her breasts, and she's so into it. She's like really.
He's also holding the knife like flat on the bottom of the blade so that it.
So it doesn't.
Like he's holding at the base of the handle so that it doesn't come out and like slice her in half.
He's doing his due diligence here. And what he also does is start teasing her ass with his fingers as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's completely overstimulated. She's having a time of her fucking life.
Yeah, a
She
lot going on for her.
a lot going on. Also sensory
A lot
deprivation
going
while
on.
this as well. Oh my god.
Yeah, she blind.
She's blind
She
and
blindfolded.
handcuffed.
So she can't touch him. He can only touch her.
Yeah. She comes so hard she squirts, and this
Like,
pleasure release also triggers her like emotional release where she just starts bawling. She's
I think that's actually the
crying.
only like correct response to that situation.
I think so too. Yeah.
If someone didn't cry, I'd be like, I think you might be a psychopath.
Yeah. He's super wonderful with her and like, doesn't let her go and like has to like fumble in his bag with one hand to try and find the key for the handcuffs and whatever. And
He's like, shit.
I fucked up. I've gone done it.
Shit. Shit.
Anyway, they shower together and like hop into bed, and they're woken up in the middle of the night by this blaring alarm because Josh has put alarms on her front and back door to see if anyone goes through our house. And this wakes them up in the middle of the night. He's still sleeping in the balaclava. And he wakes up and he's like, I'm blind. I've gone blind.
That was like written so seriously. Like he is genuinely like, I have lost my vision. I have gone blind in the night. God has punished me for my sins. And then it's like, my guy, your balaclava has moved like 3 centimeters to the left. And all the holes of your eyes are covered.
He was like, have the contact lenses I've put in rolled to the back of my eyes and severed my optic nerves.
He's like, please dig out my contacts. I'm blind. Can't you see? Never mind that his entire face is covered in balaclava. He's like, no, I'm obviously blind. Just the way it's written is like really high stakes. And then she's like, your balaclava's just moved.
She calls it a baklava.
Your baklava's out of whack.
And he's like,
sort your baklava.
Whoops. Oh,
which, just a really funny intermission before it all gets really fucking bad shit.
I have a stitch. Oh, that was really funny.
I'm blind. He's like, Ali, I'm so serious right now. I am blind.
This is the end of my life. I'm gone blind.
It's all over for me.
Okay, I have to get it together because the next bit's really hectic.
Yeah.
So, deep breaths. So, they're woken up. They figure out he's not blind. They get his phone out and look at the alarm and see that someone's trying to break into the back door. And that same person is Brad, the rapist from the hospital.
Yeah. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Scary.
Once again, shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Bad. Really fucking bad.
He's like, motherfucker.
I'm the only one allowed to break into this house.
Yeah.
Josh makes Ali swear to stay in the bedroom with Fred and goes, protect the child. You stay here.
Yeah, Fred's his baby.
And Josh plants a trap for Brad, knocks him out, and Ali comes out of her room because she hears a thud and is like, oh my God, Josh has been put on the ground. I'll take a gun. Like,
she's like, Josh is dead. He's blind and he's dead.
It's all over for him.
He's blind and now he's dead.
It's a really bad day.
He's having a real shocker.
Josh is really pissed. Like, this man is pissed that she's come out of his room.
No one gets pissed like a masked man.
No. And it actually pissed me the fuck off because I was like, you could have died.
Okay, wait. Can we just pause for a second? The thing that we didn't mention was that I think he still has the voice modulator on that he had on.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So so reversing a little bit, while she's in the bit where she's riding the knife.
Voice modulator.
He's got a voice modulator stitched to the inside of his balaclava, to his baklava, and the narrator starts speaking like this, and the whole thing is fucking narrated in this like the deepest voice you've ever heard in your life, and it's just like
It's
the things he says to
incredible.
her, it's so illegal.
Oh yeah, criminal behavior.
I was like, once again, like fucking doing the dishes or something while I was listening to this, and I was like,
I was so
Sir.
unwell.
because like
So
the narrator
unwell.
already had like kind of a hot voice,
Yeah.
and then he
they
put on
just
this like I am Batman, and it was,
dropped
like,
down an
so
octave, and you're like,
crazy.
whoa.
I'm pretty sure at one point he actually says to the cat, I am Batman.
He does say that. It's an actual quote.
Bring back modulated deep voices.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Is all I'll say. Anyway, so he's still got the voice modulator on, I think.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Okay, so Brad's been knocked out. He has a backpack with him that is a professional kill kit. Like
it's fully stocked.
Plastic sheets, knives, blah blah blah. Terrifying.
Ropes. All of it.
So scary. So it's clearly not his first time doing this. Ali and Josh,
which is horrifying to think about.
Yeah. This bit is the bit that freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah. Josh and Ali tie him up, put tape over his mouth, and they're like, we're going to drive him to the farm of the brother that beat him up, and they can dispose of the body. They can do whatever they want with him. So they like put him in the car and blah, blah, blah. They're on the road, and she makes 2 cups of coffee and takeaway cups. And he's like, oh my God, she knows what I like for coffee, blah, blah, blah.
He's like, I'll put this knocked out rapist in the boot and you make some coffees in some Yetis.
Dream
and
day.
Let's hit the road. I've got trail mix in the car.
Let's go, Jack. We're going to go. Anyway, by the time they arrive, so it's probably like a 45-minute hour drive, they pop the boot. It's the middle of the night. What they fail to realize is that Josh actually put the masking tape over both his mouth and his nose. And so the rapist suffocated in the car.
So it's like just real amateur hour.
Yeah, and they're like, oh no.
It's kind of funny because he's like, oh, am I going to become my father? Like, this is so grim, like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you fucked it up, and also you're a complete baby when you find out that you fucked it up.
Like, this man, like,
don't think you're in any danger.
He's throwing
You're not
up.
in any danger.
He's so unwell. He's, like, passing out in the front seat. Like, he's unwell.
She's like, he's dead, and then he runs over to the side of the road, and he's like, bleh, and he has to take the balaclava off to throw up. And she's like, is this a bad time to say that I knew it?
It's really funny.
Yeah, so is such a pussy about it that he reveals his identity.
Respect it, I guess. This is the point in the book that it takes a turn from just being like insane to like, what the fuck is going on?
It's just like one thing after another. For this is probably like what, 65% into the book?
Yeah.
Maybe, not even. And then the second half is just batshit. I
have left so much of the second half out for the sake of time, so go and listen to it. But basically, Ali's uncle, so her mum's brother, I think, is the leader of the mob.
Yeah, she's really buried that lead.
Never spoken
she's
about
like,
it
fine,
before.
I guess we'll call my uncle who's a mob boss. What?
And just rocks up at his house, actually.
Yeah, and he's like, can you not bring bodies to my house, please?
And seriously, like, she hasn't spoken to him in 20 years or something. Rocks up at the front door, presses the intercom, and is like, who is this? And she's like, oh, it's Ali, your niece, blah, blah, blah. Come in, drives in. And Josh is still in a disguise. He's got, like, a fake mustache and glasses and shit. And
really funny.
So funny.
Hello.
That's all I could think of the whole fucking time was those finger tattoos being like,
no, all I could think of was that he's put one of those Groucho marks, like
no
glasses with the nose and the mustache attached.
I respect it.
Apparently, it's very realistic.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I believe it when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
So they go and see her uncle, and her uncle's like, "Oh my god, how are you? What you doing? It is the middle of the night, but what the fuck's going on?"
Yep.
And she's like, "I have a situation." He's like, "Shh, inside.
It's like, shut the fuck up.
Do you not get how
Bitch.
this works?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Were you followed?" And she's like, "No." And I was like, "I don't know if you would know if you were followed at this point. Like,
Yeah, you seem pretty confident in that answer for someone who wasn't checking.
baby's first heist."
Baby's first murder. Baby's first manslaughter, I guess. But like, I guess Josh would have known. He'd be surveilling.
He's been like nearly passed out in the front seat for throwing up. Like, he's not well.
Yeah, to be fair, for the second half, he was essentially useless.
Yeah. Anyway, so what happens is they take the body in and is like, "Listen, I have a problem. Can you deal with it?" And he's like, "Bah, bah, bah, get the kid, blah, blah, blah." Gets all of
Mm-hmm.
the like cousins and kids and like all of the guys in the mob. And they all have their actions. Like, one drives Allie to the chop shop, and like the body gets taken away by someone else, and then they detail the car and they put a tracker in the car, and then some people are sent to Allie's house to do the like sterilize deep clean while they're sterilizing
Just two random dudes turn up at the chop shop and are like, we're here for the body. And then they don't give their names and they're like, thank you. And they leave. And you're like, okay, what?
and while they're doing the deep clean of the house, they actually put together the new bed that Josh has ordered.
Convenient.
Yeah,
You don't need to call, like, you don't need to air task that now.
I love habit stacking. Anyway, okay, so now they owe a favor to the mob, which is fine.
Nightmare.
But to do
You
that,
don't want to owe a favor to the mob. No, bad. Bad, bad, bad.
yeah, but it's her uncle, so like it's not going to be serious.
They have no boundaries.
Eh. He's her only living relative, and she's like, "I'll cut you off again."
And he's like, no, family is everything.
"I'll make it small, promise. Small favor to the mob."
I promise it'd be baby favor.
Still a favor, but small one. You'll like it.
You pick up my dry cleaning.
So what they have to do is actually sneak into Brad's house to make sure that Allie's not on any computer searches, hard drives, blah, 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 because if they point in the direction of Allie, they're fucked.
Yep.
This takes a couple of goes because the first time they go, the house is there's police at the house, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The second time, it's like a full-on high situation, like men in the van. They're all wearing the same tactical suits and like they've all got earbuds and they're all going in the dead of night.
And they're like, yeah, they're red light torches and whatever. And they're like,
yeah, like,
yep.
go,
around
go,
the corners,
go.
like.
But also, low-key, this is 100% a setup to like make Josh the fall guy.
Yeah.
Because the mob don't like him. They've just decided they don't like him.
Yeah, they're like, well, we don't know you, so who cares?
And Allie is told to stay in the car, but she's like, "I'm not fucking leaving him, blah, blah, blah," because all the tactical people abandon Josh while he's upstairs doing the hacker things.
Well, they were like, there's people here. You have to, like, we're leaving.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but I can wipe this thing and then we're done.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we're leaving. You're on your fucking own.
See ya. So what they, when they break into the house, they actually can smell a whole lot of like decomposing stuff and like kitty litter and stuff. And they actually realize that there are some bodies in the basement.
Yeah, so Brad's been hiding some bodies in his house.
Which is just bad.
Yeah, really chill and normal of him.
And
not at all upsetting.
No, not at all. And so what happens is that basically the mob abandon them and Allie's like, well, I'm not leaving him. People are coming into the house and we think it's the cops, but it's actually Brad's parents and they're trying to find their computers or whatever and see if he needs like rescuing. They don't know about the murders, theoretically. They just think that he's been a fucking idiot. Anyway, they go away.
Yeah.
Ali and Josh have to like yeet it through the forest. They are sprinting through the forest at the back of the house.
Yeah.
And so it seems to be like up a hill, down a hill, and then the cousins will come and pick them up on the other side. On their way down, there's like police scanner lights going through the forest, and like it's really hectic. It was really scary. Anyway, they make it to the car. They're fine. Josh moves Ali into his apartment because he's like, you're not going home until we know it's safe, blah, 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 blah. And this is exactly when we find out who this is when Ali finds out who Josh's dad is, because they find out that the DNA test that they did was a 50% match to the Ken killer. And she's with Tyler at this point.
Which means the Ken doll killer is the parent of whoever's DNA it was.
Exactly, yeah. And she has this conversation with Tyler, who's Josh's best friend / roommate. And he's like,
who grew up with Josh and like knew him when he was still living with his dad.
Yeah, like his whole life. He's been best friends forever. And has like defended him on several occasions, blah, 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 blah. And Josh is like, he's not a killer. He's terrified of being one. Like, he's actually the most incredible man I've ever met, blah, blah, blah. He's just like
he just likes to know things about people.
He's just a bit insane about the people that he loves.
He's quirky like that.
He's got hobbies. He's got interests.
Yeah, men with hobbies.
Crazy.
Hard to find.
Crazy. So Josh comes home and Tyler's like, I'll leave you to have the apartment. Like, you need to have a conversation. You need to have a little...
That was really really tactical of him.
Yeah. So they get in the shower and they have insane sex in the shower. Like, he's like, put your hands on the wall. And she gets railed, capital R, and Josh bites into her shoulder. Anyway, it's just like a variety of really, really insane, batshit insane sex.
It is nasty.
Yeah.
Hot, but
really hot. So I have skipped.
And then they're boyfriend girlfriend.
And that's that. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the TLDR of the book. I have skipped a whole lot of plot, just for the sake of like, this has already gone on forever. But there is an epilogue.
I think you covered the beats.
There is an epilogue. Oh my fucking God. Okay, so this epilogue.
I texted you. I listened to the epilogue and I texted you and I was like, I need you to text me when you get to the epilogue. It's urgent.
It's urgent.
And you were like, I'm scared.
I was scared, and rightfully so.
It was hot.
Yeah, I mean, it was, but it was... I don't have a better descriptor than batshit insane. I've said it so many times today, but batshit insane is the theme of this book.
Yeah, really sums it up.
So, the epilogue of this book is a full-on primal chase scene through the forest with a 20-minute timer. If Ali loses, and you lose, you get caught by being penetrated by Josh.
Yeah, that's a crazy, crazy specification.
She has to be in a thirst trap video with him. He chases her and literally slides right into her at like 1954.
He's like hunting her.
Yeah.
In the forest.
Yeah, like snapping twigs and like chasing and cornering and scary.
Yeah.
They again have batshit insane sex in the woods.
Go off. One with nature, touching grass, etc.
And it is so insane that it leads to Ali saying to Josh, "Marry me."
On her come down.
Yeah. And he's quiet for a minute, and then she turns around and he's on his knees with a ring out and he's like, "Will you marry me?"
And that's
And that's the book.
That's ta-da. But great summary. That could have been twice as long with all the details, but I feel like you got what needed to be got. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just batshit in fucking insane.
Yeah.
Really fun though. I had a great time.
Yes. Yeah. Great. Really great. And now, honestly, I'm going to find more books like this because it's fun.
I
You're
might
not.
in
Um,
moderation.
I'll read them and let you know.
I might quote of maybe 2 per year.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
And that's
So
okay.
this is a special treat for everyone. It's one of potentially 2 we can do this year.
Maybe
We'll see
3
you in
if you're
July with the
really
next one.
lucky.
Yeah.
If you're really lucky. We'll see.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's hop into the categories. So we've got the highlightable lines. There are quite a few of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to start?
Sure. The first one that I've got is basically the tagline of the book, which I just thought was funny. It's like, are you saying that the couple who commits homicide together stays together? And then Josh is like, too wordy. I prefer the couple who slays together stays together.
Love it. So funny. My first one is Ali, do you want to be my girlfriend? The position comes with snacks and orgasms and maybe a little light stalking.
Would you take that deal?
I might.
I'd consider that pretty
I
heavily.
consider it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. My next one. This sounds like a comment that I would leave in like on the SmutFairy account, which is like, this man is always coming onto my FYP and never on me, and that is a tragedy.
So
She's so
real.
real for that.
So real.
So real for that.
This one is just after Brad's died, and Josh is like, fuck me, I muttered, and Ali goes, kind of a weird time to offer. Ali said without missing a beat. Can I rain check until after we've disposed of the body and you get a chance to brush your teeth?
Again, I'd say that.
It's
In that
funny.
situation, I'd be like,
He's funny.
weird time to offer, but
Like, I guess.
I loved this quote. This is like, I think this was the orgasm that she had after when she rode the knife.
Yeah.
It says, it felt like my brain short circuited. It felt like I died. It felt like I spoke to the devil, and the devil told me he was proud of what we'd just done.
I love it. Good for them.
Slay.
This is same scene. I stabbed the knife down straight into the corner of her mattress. She clapped her hands over her mouth to muffle her horrified scream. I crooked a finger at her, beckoning her forward. Come here, Ali, I said, wrapping my other hand around the knife handle so there would be no mistaking my intent. I want to watch you ride it.
I want to watch you ride it.
I want to watch you ride it.
Now imagine having that in your ears with that fucked up, deep, modulated voice.
Illegal.
Illegal. My next one. This was after the day after the knife scene, I believe. Next time a patient tried to give me a hard time, I'd remind myself what kind of woman I was. The kind who didn't run screaming from her masked stalker, but fucked his knife handle instead. I actually liked this one because it gave a really good insight into why people are into this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like
it was refreshing because it
really
wasn't just like a sex thing. It was actually like a whole life perspective.
Yeah, like I hadn't considered that it would be like such a powerful thing in the rest of your life to be like, yeah, but I can handle all this really fucked stuff like when I have sex. And so
you can handle
life
it.
Isn't so fucked. Yeah.
Handle the knife.
You can knife handle your shit. Yeah.
Excellent.
Exactly.
My last one is give him the most toe-curling, leg-shaking, dick-throbbing, sheet-gripping, soul-sucking, ball-draining head of his life.
The ball draining really sent me. Just some ball draining head.
Just add it to the calendar, why don't you?
Yeah, honestly. All right, my last one. I'd make an entire meal out of him next time I got the chance, savoring every lick and suck, making it so good for him that his cum tattooed the back of my throat.
Whoa.
Girl.
Girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
Get it.
We're in agreement for the spiciest scene is riding the knife.
riding the knife for the novelty more than anything else.
I agree. It's so novel. It was really
And
fun.
yeah, like I'm so glad. I was like, damn, that's what I wanted from that. I wanted it to be so fucked up that she fucked a knife handle.
Yeah.
We've had that before. Remember in the Pirate Queen of Ruin when she fucks her
Yeah.
with the dagger handle?
Yeah.
This hits so much better.
I mean, look, that book wasn't doing itself much favors, even though it had
Yeah, I
so
mean,
much
listen to our episode to hear our thoughts on that one.
potential. But I agree.
Yeah.
Here, slapped.
Yeah, this is what I want from some knife riding. That is actually famously what we say in my household, and now Elle and I also,
Ride a
about
knife.
men who give us the shits. Just
Ride
go
a
and ride a
knife.
knife. The knife changes depending on how irritated we are. So quite often I'll be saying that they can just go and ride a goddamn machete.
Yeah. Extra
Yeah.
long, extra sharp.
A sharpened machete.
All right, so we've decided to change some of the categories because we thought dreamcasting was just a bit too like run of the mill. So we are doing
We kept
cursed.
casting the same hot people.
I mean, there are only so many times you can cast Henry Cavill, and it's every time is the answer. So now we are going to do cursed casting,
So
and
it's like based on the vibe, not so much what they look like, or like it's based on like we've taken their energy and cast based on that.
exactly. Would you like to go first? Oh, about because you've got your vibes, and then if you want him to be hot, which I respect.
Okay, yeah. So Elle had already basically covered all of the other main characters, and I'm going to let her cover those because that was excellent. But she'd left off Josh, and so I have covered Josh. And so, Josh, I'm like, okay, picture it. He's kind of awkward and weird a lot of the time because he's obviously socially reclusive, but he is also funny. And I just think that Kieran Culkin as the masked man
You're
would
so
be
right about
really
that.
funny.
The aura is there.
Yeah, I think they've got the same like I don't give a fuck energy, but also funny. But then I was like, but to be fair, he is like 6'6" and fucking jacked,
Mm,
but he is still freaky.
yeah,
So I think if we did still want him to be hot, the correct answer here is that giant fucking Swedish freak, Bill Skarsgård. I love him
love that
so
man.
much.
Love that man.
Just seen Nosferatu. He looks absolutely unrecognizable in Nosferatu, but he does bring a certain riz to that that you would
Certain
not
je ne sais
expect.
quoi.
A certain je ne sais quoi, as Count Orlok. Also a really deep voice. So he could do the deep voice.
Yeah. I'm into it. So for mine, I actually couldn't decide on who I wanted for Josh, so I left it open, and I think you've cast them perfectly. For Ali, based on vibes, I've said Aubrey Plaza, um, because I think they'd be really suited in their sense of humor and just the vibes.
Really dry.
Yeah, really dry, really hot, and like a little bit batshit insane.
Well, she also, like, April in Parks and Rec was a freak. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
say insane as a compliment here.
yeah.
Okay, Fred. We didn't actually get the chance to talk about Fred that much because we just had to skirt past it. But
Well, Fred's a cat.
Fred's a cat, but also has quite a big, he's an important character, and
He's their child.
he's
He's their
a,
fur
a
baby.
sassy man. And I think the casting for this would either be Ben Stiller or Adam Sandler.
Okay, I need to make this so clear. Are you casting this with the concept that the cat could speak and it would be voiced by Ben Stiller or Adam Sandler? Or, second option, are Ben Stiller or Adam Sandler dressing up as a cat and having no speaking lines, but acting like a cat? Proceed.
I
Answer.
can't give you a straight answer for this because I've thought of both.
Because now all I can think about is Adam Sandler dressed as a tuxedo cat, saying nothing but nuzzling people.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. It's the aura. It's the aura.
Because I'm like, the other option is that they're like a Salem kind of thing on Sabrina where the cat talks. And I actually think it's funnier if they don't talk, but they're done up in prosthetics as a cat.
That's what I'm thinking. But like they shrink him down to be miniature as well.
His real cat's. Perfect.
Anyway, so that's
Immaculate vibes.
my curse casting for Fred. For the mob boss, the uncle, I've cast Danny DeVito.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
He certainly gives like pissed off Danny DeVito like most of the time. He's like, "You come in here into my house."
Into my house with a body.
It reminds me of the genie in Aladdin. I make so many movie references and I'm starting to realize how many, but the genie in Aladdin when he's like, "Did you come in here? Did you rub my lamp?"
Fuck, I'd love that movie. We should watch it again.
Yeah, I watched it like 2 weeks ago.
Amazing. I love the soundtrack. I'm like, this one pops up.
It's a banger. I'll watch it a million times.
Yeah.
Okay, your last one made me cackle when I read this in the doc. Like actually out loud, like lose it.
My best work.
It is.
I would like all the mob associates, all of them, to be cast as Pepe.
Just like when we say Pepe, we mean Pepe the Prawn, the Muppet.
From the Muppets, Pepe the Prawn, who's doing the rounds on socials at the moment. I want Pepe, multiple Pepe, to be like chopping up a body, deep cleaning
and in
the
full
house.
SWAT gear.
Full SWAT gear, headphones on, guns out.
An alternative to that could also be the rats, like Rizzo and all of the rats.
I agree.
For some reason, Pepe is much funnier.
I think it's so funny.
To which I then said, so we've got our bunch of geared up Pepe the Prawns, mobsters. Imagine if we did this as a Muppet movie.
I think this is the best work we've done. Like you have.
But okay, which character is the human? Is it Josh or is it Ali? I think one of the main characters has to be a person.
I feel like it has to be Josh.
Yes, and who's Josh? Is it Kermit?
I think it's Kermit because that was my first thought. Because I can just imagine him sitting at a laptop with multiple screens being like, observing today.
Ride the knife. I made you some homemade trail mix.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
So, okay. And then assuming we go with Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
Is she playing it Tim Curry a little bit camp, or is she playing it Michael Caine serious as a heart attack?
Michael Caine, obviously.
Yeah, dead serious.
This is her best work.
So intense. Yep. And then, I can just picture it.
And see Kermit with a little balaclava in the middle of the night, and he's like, I'm blind.
His housemate friend is like Fozzie Bear. Waka waka.
I think
there's not that many characters, but I think, and then you can have like the mob family are all rats, and the grunt men are all Pepes.
I think that's hilarious.
Oh my god! So if the Muppets are listening, I want them to make this R-rated. Is Kermit going to make her? No, I can't think about Kermit making someone ride a knife.
Hush your mouth. Some things are best to be inside thoughts.
Yep, that's upsetting.
So yeah, from now on, we're doing cursed casting, and it will inevitably devolve into Muppet casting.
Because it will almost always include some kind of puppet.
Yeah, that's just who we are, and that's fine.
Yep.
Alrighty, so the MVP award.
I have said, I mean, let's be real, it's Fred, it's the cat. But out of the people, and we don't pick main characters, his housemate Tyler, even though he's a pain, is actually such a G. Like he's stuck with Josh his whole life, been with him through all this shit, takes him as he is, convinces Ali that he's not fucking crazy. Like he's a homeboy.
He is. He's really good. He's really good with it. I agree.
They're like, and they both say they're like, he do be a douche, but he's a nice
good
guy.
one. He's a good one.
Yeah.
And when Josh had a conversation with Tyler about maybe being into Ali, he was like, if something was going to happen between you two, I would throw down rose petals. Like, make it happen.
Yeah, he's like, why are you only just mentioning this now?
We could have had months of this.
Exactly.
My award went to Fred because he was really funny.
Yeah, I love the cat.
But again, he's a cat, so biggest motherfucker.
Love you, Adam Sandler.
He actually
Adam Sandler cat.
The biggest motherfucker doesn't deserve to be mentioned in this book, so we're skipping right past him, but you can guess who he is.
Yeah, I think we can all work that out.
So, final rating. Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, for sure. All right. I'm insane. So my ratings are The Spice was 5 out of 5. It was inventive. It was exactly what I wanted, and it was the correct amount for the first 2/3 of the book at least, and then it got a bit plot heavy. But it picked it up at the end. The plot I have given 4 out of 5. It was extremely convoluted. There was a lot of moving parts, but overall I really liked the premise and it kept me on board. And then the vibes, it's a hard 5 out of 5. Like, I think it might not have been quite so high if I had not done it as an audiobook.
I agree.
I think that really enhanced the overall experience.
I'm with you on that. So I've said multiple times, but this book was batshit insane and I loved it. For me, The Spice, 5 out of 5. The plot, I gave a 4 out of 5. It lost me around 80%. It just like kept going and I was like, oh my God.
It dragged a bit, yeah.
And then they didn't really fuck for a while and I was like, oh, move along.
Yeah, I'm like, baby, why isn't you fucking?
We're here for one reason and one reason only.
We're here for the fucking.
Plot, 4 out of 5. And then vibes, I did have to disassociate a smidge, but I gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
See, before we started this podcast, you would never have rated this high.
No, I would have given it like a -10.
Yeah, no, and I feel great about it.
Yay!
I'm doing God's work out here, convincing you. Actually, this one was your idea.
This was my idea. So, like, independent thinker. So, yeah, that was Lights Out, an Into Darkness novel by Navessa Allen.
Applause.
Thank you so much.
Apparently there's going to be a sequel, which I am intrigued by.
And apparently, not to spoil it, because this isn't a spoil, but it is about the cousin who's one of the mob henchmen.
Yeah, that I do have questions about because he had zero vibe. But
I don't know if that is true, but it's just what I've gathered from the internet and from multiple sources. But
we shall see. Maybe he can be redeemed.
I don't know.
Anyway.
He's just a man.
Well, I guess that's us. As always, follow us on Instagram. We love having you there. Tell people about us. If someone says they're reading a smutty book, please tell them we exist. Send them our way. They'll love it. And maybe leave like a cheeky review, preferably 5 stars, but like no pressure.
Please and thank you.
You'll notice we're also video podding these days.
We're moving up in the world, baby.
We're fucking making moves out here. So hopefully we haven't uploaded one as a video yet. So hopefully when you're watching this, when you're listening to this, you are in fact also able to watch it.
Perhaps. Because right now they're saving...
But if not, I need you to know that the intention is there.
Right now they're saving as 15 gigabyte files.
We are working on it.
And I just don't think that's sustainable. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But you will be hearing from us.
You will absolutely be hearing from us and hopefully seeing us as well. If not, follow us on the internet.
Come hang out.
Come hang out, basically. It's fun and silly. I think that's all.
Yeah. Alrighty.
We're back for 2024, baby.
Thanks.
2025. Jesus Christ, what year am I in?
Let's get it together. It's time to go home. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.